Hello everyone, that manga kid here to do a review on 7 Days by the story is by Venio Tachibana and the art is by Rihito Takarai. This is the new 2-in-1 complete omnibus release by SuBlime. This was originally released, I don't know who released it, I can't remember originally, but it is a 2-volume series that was released many years ago and is out of print. Um, and this series in particular, actually, I have wanted for a while, well over a year. I found out about it and I wanted it so badly, but couldn't track down the 2 volumes and was very happy to find out that it was being re-released in a 2-in-1 omnibus version. So I pre-ordered it immediately as I found out and patiently or impatiently awaited its arrival. And luckily, it did not let me down. I don't know what I thought it was. I don't even know that I knew too much about the story or anything. I just saw the cover and was very intrigued, and I've just wanted to read it ever since. And so basically, this is the story about Yuzuru. Here is our main character. He's a third year in high school, and he is very beautiful. Girls ask him out all the time. He um, agrees to go out with them because they say they love him and whatever, and then promptly they typically dump him because he's not what they thought he was, basically. He's not who he thought that they thought he was. He's more kind of crass and not very nice, quite blatantly honest to a fault, and uh, just he doesn't fit. His personality doesn't fit his angel-like appearance. Basically, he hears about this first year student, Cerio, I believe is his name, and he is notorious for agreeing to date the first girl who asks him out on Monday morning, and then he will dump them by the next Monday. He dates them for exactly a week, breaks up with them on Sunday, and then the next Monday, or the next day on Monday morning, a new girl will ask him out. He'll agree, go out with them for a week, break up with them on the Sunday. And so basically, all of the girls in the school go through their week with him by being the first to ask him out on Monday morning, and then he breaks up with them. And uh, it's kind of like this school legend thing, and everybody waits to ask him out, and it's just been a constant cycle of that since he started school there. And so Yuzuru is very intrigued and meets him. He's part of his club. They're both in the archery club. And so he, for whatever reason, he's kind of sick of girls confessing their love to him, and he's fascinated by the fact that this other boy dates girls for exactly a week and then breaks up with them. So he, for whatever reason, decides he's going to ask out Cerio on Monday. They just happen to be talking to each other. He happens to say something along the lines of, have you been asked out this morning? And then says kind of jokingly, well, why don't we go out then? Um, and so they start dating, and it's basically the story goes from day one, Monday, all the way through to the next week. And they obviously have feelings for that develop for each other, and it's basically the story of them trying to either admit their feelings or realize they don't have feelings or whatever, figure out what it is they're feeling by the time the week is up, because once the week is up, typically the cycle is they break up and Cerio goes and moves on to another person. And it's just a really heartwarming shonen ai. There's no sex in this. There is a bit of physical contact, but not very much of it. It's more a story about these boys just trying to figure out what love is and what that means for the two of them together and separately within themselves. It's a story about kind of growing up and maturing a little bit. Uh, yeah, it's really, really cute. I read it all in one sitting. It's only 2 volumes, but uh, it's really, really cute. Um, Beautiful color pages in the beginning, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. The art is adorable, the story is cute. They're immature teenage boys. There's jealousy, there's, not understanding what they're going through, what their feelings are, why they're feeling those feelings. It's a lot of emotional immaturity, obviously, but it's very heartwarming to read, and I highly, highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in boys' love series. This one is now quite high up on my list of favorites. Um, yeah, it's just 2 volumes in one. Very, very nice release. Super stoked to have it. I've wanted to read this, like I said, for a couple years now and wasn't able to get my hands on it. So I am so happy to have it. I'm glad I didn't overhype it either, because a part of me was like, oh, I don't know if I'm actually going to like this or not. And it turns out I really loved it. So that was good. Uh, yeah, highly recommend 7 Days. If you've read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have any questions about it, please leave them down below as well. Very, very fun Shonen Ai series. Beautiful, kind of different character designs. This is the same artist as 10 Count, um, but a different author of this one. 10 Count, I believe, is both written and drawn by Rihito Takarai, whereas this one is just the art is by Rihito Takarai. And then Venio Tachibana did the story for it. Yeah, but definitely recommend checking out 7 Days. This is a great way to do it. Just 1 volume to buy. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.